Guys, and welcome to SteveKnows. The overarching theme to today's update are games coming soon. There are so many games coming soon. There are more reveals of gameplay of games coming soon, and they've got me incredibly excited because it just reminds me of old school Halo. We've also got new technology and some crazy tech that allows you to feel the rubbing, the stroking of an animal and a pet in virtual reality. Mind blowing. So that is enough chin wagging. Let's get started. So let's start this off with the headsets. Of course, by now you may know about the news that the new Vive headset, a consumer model is coming, the Vive Pro 2, and an enterprise model is coming, the Vive Focus 3. That is going to be a standalone device. So I'm not going to go over those products, but I do have a sad story about them involving the wireless adapter. These new headsets had to create a new link, a new standard for the data link, so the computer can enable such high frame rates and such high resolution output to the device. So some extra work was needed to make it all a seamless VR experience, but the ability to use this wireless adapter and enjoy those specs, those amazing specs of this VR headset is just not possible, at least not yet. They're going to need to create a new version of this adapter. It's going to be researched and developed, and they're going to need to push out more updates in order for it to achieve this. So the module currently will only support, if you're going to use it for the Vive Pro 2, 90Hz and 1224 squared resolution. That's way less than the 120Hz and the 2448 squared resolution. That's a massive drop. So if you're buying this device thinking you can get this new headset and this wireless adapter to have this incredible wireless experience, think again. Although an update is coming to improve the resolution by around 400 pixels horizontally and vertically as well. So there is going to be a firmware update that is going to make it slightly better, but it's still nowhere near the initial specs of the wired connection. Overall, with the Vive Pro 2, I do want to try this headset. It's just not everything I wanted to be, because it sounds half decent, but I'm just sad that I need extras to enjoy it, such as base stations because it's not inside out tracking. I need Valve controllers because I cannot use the wands. It's great, but it could have been better. Okay, now I want to let you guys know of a competition that is going on with myself and some other epic YouTubers. There is Mattieu311, Beardo Benjo, and Soulfox Gaming. And you guys watching this, you can compete in a game of playing InDeath Unchained and have a chance to win a haptic suit and Quest accessories. All you have to do is play the game, choose a team, and then if your team wins, you have the chance of winning some of these fabulous prizes. So go check this out. Join Team SteveKnows. There are some funny videos all of us YouTubers made in-game for you to enjoy as well. They're quite amusing. But if you need a game key to participate in this, I do have quite a few available. So join the Discord, give me a poke, and hopefully I'll have some available and I can give you one so you can play. Okay, now I'm sure this story is going to give so many people hope, get so many people excited. It's not something I grew up with or something that I fiddled with. I'm not very familiar with it, but I am aware that there is a dedicated community for Roblox. And a recent article said that Roblox is interested in creating content soon for the Oculus Quest. As the CEO said, making a free-to-play Roblox game on the Oculus Quest makes perfect sense, which sounds like a no-brainer. This can already be enjoyed if you're playing PC VR, but of course there's a large demographic of people, I'd say the majority of people in the world, don't have a virtual reality ready gaming PC at hand to actually go and play it. So stay tuned on this one, guys. We could be hearing pretty soon some news about Roblox coming to the Oculus Quest, but I'm hoping it's not going to be before Minecraft does. That'd be quite sad. So this next game coming to the Oculus Quest is called Captain Toonhead versus the Punks from Outer Space. What a great name. And I saw this as a random upload on the Oculus Quest YouTube channel. And the name of the game, the color palette that's used, the old school vibe that it provides, I was drawn into this game. So this game is coming later on this year to PC VR and the Oculus Quest. And the game is a first-person tower defense game that just doesn't take itself seriously. I love that. Games take themselves so seriously sometimes, but I want something that's over the top, silly, just fun escapism. But granted, it doesn't look like it's going to be the best looking title out there, but it sure looks fun and humorous, silly weapons, vibrant enemies and characters. And if you've not played a tower defense game before, because from memory, recently I've not seen many come out for virtual reality. They did come out, very often when virtual reality was in its infancy because it was static gameplay and that worked at that time. And I don't, from memory, know of any tower defense games that have come out very recently for the virtual reality platform. So please comment down below if you know of one, because I can't think of any off the top of my head right now. But anyway, these tower defense games are like a mix of laying down defenses to help you fend off enemies, to stop them from making it to a location, which is usually a base, usually your home ground that you don't want them to attack, and you're going to have to attack them as well in first person. So it's this mix of real-time strategy and first person shooting that creates this tower defense game. And I played so much Bloon Tower Defense growing up. What a throwback. Did you guys play that? That was my jam. Another game coming this summer to the Oculus Quest and the PC VR platform is Clash of Chefs Virtual Reality. This is a cooking game, so expect making meals and following recipes from all over the globe. And it is currently in early access if you want to play it on PC, but soon it's going to be leaving early access and it's going to be dropping on the Oculus Quest. So the game is from Flathill Games and it's going to provide you with 60 levels to master, so there's a fair amount there. And unlike Cookout from Resolution Games on the Quest, which is just so much fun, this game is going to have more emphasis on different cuisines and different restaurants for you to work at. So Japanese, Italian, American barbecue, and it has this animated art style still that's simple, it's bright, it's bold, that will lend itself well to the Oculus Quest hardware, so I'm interested to see how this is going to turn out. I do love a cooking game, they're just good, simple fun. Another game, you're probably familiar with this one, is Smash Drums. It's getting an official release on the Oculus Quest store in June at last. You may have come across this game as a demo on SideQuest or on App Lab, and in it you're playing rock tunes, you're whacking percussion to the musical beat as the environment around you just descends into hell. It was a pretty cool demo, but it was very hard to master. You definitely have to put some time in. So the game is going to release on June 17th with 21 indie tracks, so they can be played in full 360 degrees and in 7 different environments. And they did say that post-launch, content will be coming as well that will be free, so you're going to get more songs for free and more environments, so that's going to keep the game fresh, give you a reason to come back to it. And it's supposed to be priced around $20, which is around £15 in the UK, so yeah, enjoy that, coming June 17th. So this new game may interest you if you like Gorilla Tag, you like shooters, but this isn't going to be coming until 2022, 2023, it's a while off, but we've got to see some prototype gameplay and looks pretty interesting. We've got a nice early look at this new style of game that's expected to come to the Oculus Quest and Steam VR called Sector Security, which may change its name because, as I said, the game isn't coming out till 2022 or 2023, and the early footage that they've shown just looks, to me at least, Hyperdash meets Pavlov, but has some unique locomotion mechanics. It is a Half-Life inspired shooter that's going to have drop-in co-op as well, so friends can join your game and you can play together with such ease. The movement though is very different. You have to move by grabbing the world around you and throwing yourself around, much like in Gorilla Tag, which can be very exhausting, but it seems to work. People love that game. So there is going to be some skill to traverse fast and shoot people, be able to access hard to reach places by launching yourself up to reach a vent or something. It's going to be pretty interesting. The game sounds like it's going to be a workout, tons of fun, but it might be a while until we hear anything about it. Years, in fact. So I'll have to keep an eye out on this one. This is something I actually want to get your thoughts on because there's been a report that there is this new Blue Planet experience coming to virtual reality. It's not a direct recreation of the David Attenborough one for virtual reality, but a separate experience. But it's the way this content is captured for this experience that piques my interest, and I want to get your thoughts. They're using something called volumetric capturing, which will capture the environment using depth data, taking thousands of images, which is then used to create a 3D model in a computer. You can then walk around this 3D model and it's nearly photorealistic. It will look stunning because it's actual data, actual imagery of that place. I'm not sure how intensive it is once this model was created to run on the Oculus Quest, once it's been made, but it would be great to have a shooter that could be based in somewhere like New York City or in London, a multiplayer shooter that has these photorealistic environments for you to play in. If that was possible, would you guys enjoy that game? Is that something you'd be interested in? I want to see it. It actually kind of gets me excited. It also would allow, if it's possible, standalone hardware to take that experience, to another level, rather than just having these plain, untextured environments because of the hardware limitations. So I spoke about Larcenauts in my previous video, the latest news update, and of course I was super excited for a PvP arena class-based styled shooter on the Oculus Quest. It was like Overwatch in VR, and it was from a brilliant developer who created a great shooter for PlayStation VR called Farpoint. So the gameplay reveal now has me even more hyped. It looks like Halo multiplayer online that I played back in the day, Halo 2 and Halo 3. I think it looks awesome. awesome, it's bright, it's vibrant, it's exciting. It also revealed the changing of character and what the menu will look like when you're trying to change your specialist or your loadout. Of course, this is clearly PC VR gameplay and the Quest won't be as stunning as this, but the art style should hopefully mean that we won't see a monstrosity of a downgrade on the Oculus Quest. So check out that gameplay, I'll leave a link to it down below. It looks so good. I'm really excited about this game. It looks fast paced, it looks clean, and let me know your thoughts down below. Now there is another cheeky bit of information that a new Oculus Quest toolbar design is coming. That's going to be the third design since launch, since the Quest 1. Is this an annual thing? So this new video, it shows brighter, more colourful icons in the default navigation bar. It's not a nice simple shade of grey as it was previously, which should help with being more efficient. You'll have the recall on the colour, which is much faster than you having to analyse the shape and the position of that icon to know whether it's the store, whether it's sharing, what app is that? Is that chat? I don't know. It's going to be much easier to see. Chat's blue. I see blue, click on it. Although the reports on this, they did say that this may not even be released. It could just be a simple prototype to gain user data to see does this help or not. But the icons, they look like application icons that you see on your Android phone. And after hearing of the potential for Android applications coming to the Oculus Quest, after that preview app leak showing TikTok, Snapchat and Spotify, it would make perfect sense that they would change the whole design to make it more seamless and integrated, so you don't have some grey boring buttons and then these nice colourful icons for these new Android apps. It makes perfect sense. Okay, finally, a funny one that is something that I want after seeing it. It's called HairTouch VR, and it's a device that lets you stroke a pet with the real sensation of stroking it, feeling its fur. So this was created by researchers at a university, but it actually has real applications in the real world. Say if you're a person who suffers from anxiety, stroking animals is said to reduce stress and anxiety. That could help. This device can control the stiffness levels of the hair, so depending on what type of animal you're stroking, is the hair stiff, is it really fluffy? The device can actually cater for that. So in the video you see a person using this controller and that device is attached to it and they're stroking this virtual cat while the device is dynamically changing the hair stiffness depending on where it's stroking the cat. This device is just crazy. I love it so much. It's just so weird and wonderful. VR pets can now become a thing if we have this add-on. Maybe someone's going to release that game, you know, like they did with the Nintendo DS, Nintendo pets. We can have like Oculus pets with this little stroking feature. That would be so brilliant. Let me know your thoughts on this one down below. What do you think of it? I think it's great. And anyway, that's it from me today, guys. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. Getting caught up on the latest and greatest in the virtual reality space, please subscribe to the channel. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Happy gaming, guys. Good day.